Welcome back to the oil challenge. We're here putting some fertilizer down on our freshly planted soybeans. They are going to be ready this fall, late in the fall, to harvest. Today we're going to get to a canola field. There's one there looking real close and one straight in front of us as well. We're going to get to both of those harvests after we get our fertilizer taken care of here. Money is below $2,000 right now. Let's take a look at our line of credit. We do have a payment of $4,500 that's going to come in, and the soybeans that we've dried are not ready to sell yet. So we're definitely going to have to do a little bit of fishing today to make some money for that payment. I don't want to sell the lettuce when they're not at a good price. I figure fishing will probably be the best way to take advantage or take care of that. And looking at the calendar, we have a tornado. Hopefully that doesn't come through here, damage any of our goods, but it'll be fine. And almost done with the headland. I do want to take a look here and make sure things are progressing correctly with the fertilizer. So let's take a look at the map here. Yeah, everything's good. Just got to do the inside. Most of the county at this point's got their fertilizer taken care of. Just a few spots that still need that second application. Looking pretty good here at Ray County. And continuing on with the middle of the field now. Yeah, and like I said, once we get that done, we'll do a little bit of fishing, and then we will make, well, we'll get enough money to make the payment, and we'll make it June. And I believe, I could be wrong, but I think they're ready to harvest next month. No, I think it needs another dark stage, so it's gonna be July. So we will get to the soybean selling today. Let's check the calendar to confirm that. Peas, no, not peas. We are looking at canola, which will be ready in July, and our peas as well, but we'll probably harvest those in August. So 2 months worth of money we do need to save up, unless the prices get really good in June, and we'll attack that when we get to it. We are all done. Time to get the fishing rod out and make a little bit of cash. Yeah, and closing the loop from last episode, this still just looks terrible with all the weeds overgrown that are bigger than the crop. So definitely gonna keep using a weeder. It's sad. It looks sad. It looks like a field that wasn't taken care of very well. And I think before we get to fishing, we should do some summer cleaning here. Or is it technically late spring cleaning? Looking good there. I don't know if this thing's dirty. We haven't used it in a while, but we'll clean it anyways. The New Holland clean too. Beautiful. And then on over here on the spreader, damage at 5%. So maintenance isn't bad on these things. We do need to think about maintenance on our tractors eventually. John Deere clean too. Get the weeder, because I did end up using that. Long story. And the weeder. Oh, can we reach over there? I don't think we can reach that far. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Get that header cleaned that we're going to use here momentarily. And the harvester. I think we'll stand on this log, get a good cast here. All right, just wait. Just hang out. Make a little bit of cash. I think that's enough money. Let's take a look at our finances. I feel like fishing got nerfed, guys. Last month we had wages paid. I'm looking for production costs are right here. Property maintenance, so about $700, almost $800. A little bit of the production costs have come out already, but vehicle running costs, that's interesting. I don't know if that's enough money. I'll get a little bit more. I felt like we got enough junk to get a bonus there, and I didn't see a bonus from catching junk. So maybe we'll get one here and that'll push us over the edge, but I think we need to get at least 400 more bucks to be safe to sleep. There's another trophy or another junk, I guess. No trophies, but we got 3 of those. So I don't know if it's specific types of trash. That I haven't tested enough, but it seems like it was nerfed. I want to know your guys' feedback on that. Probably for the better, because it seemed like it was way too easy to make money fishing. What do you guys think? Let me know if you've noticed any difference since the latest patch that came out the week of December. I think it was December 3rd when that came out. Noticing more price ranges. I don't remember a $200 fish, so I've seen a 100, 200, and 400. I like the 400s. Let's get some more of those. One more of those and we're set. There's a $5,000. So $5,000 for 20 items of trash. Not going to complain about that. We are set. That's going to actually help us probably for 2 months. Let's get on over to the, what is it called? I forgot what it's called. Forgot where it is. Sleep, the tent. It's a tent, Chris. It's a tent. It's not that hard of a word. That means we will be missing the tornado, but we'll sleep through it. It's fine. All right, there. Oh, miscellaneous. Oh, yeah. That looks about right. So we're at 5,500, and this month it's going to be 4,200. So we should be good, but we do want to take a look at our prices now. And not peas, we want the dried soybeans. Okay, so it says June, it's at peak price. We have also in time saving stock check, it's showing about $400 more. So I am gonna skip 2 hours and see what the prices do. It's still going up. So we are gonna play this waiting game. And once it starts coming down, we will sell. We are officially above peak price and we still have daylight. So we're gonna start selling now. We're gonna start loading them up. I probably should have done that already, but I don't remember how many loads this is going to be. I think it's going to be about 4 potentially. So we have 96,000 and I don't remember what this holds. Is it like 30? 30,000 exactly. So 3 trips and a little bit extra. Let's get some money. Peas are starting to show a little more than the weeds. So it's looking a little better over there. Canola looking nice and yellow over there. Almost looks like mustard. I'm gonna assume it's the first pit, but we'll find out here. Money is going up like crazy. Insane. That's just insane, guys. All for some dried soybeans. First load brought in 214,000. We always knew it was gonna be something like that, but we're at 220. Let's go get some more. We'll pay off that line of credit when we're done. And hopefully have enough money to buy that other plot of land and the production. We will at minimum with taking out the line of credit, though. We're going to get that going today for sure. Once we harvest the canola, we're going to go straight into the production with it. So we'll spend the rest of this night of June, the beginning of summer here, making some more money, making some decisions on how we're going to spend that money. I mean, unless there's a good crop over there, which now I'm interested. Let's go see. We might delay the production a little bit if this is something we can harvest. This is something we're not even close to being oh, it's soybeans. It's soybeans, 100% utilized, 87% yield bonus. Okay, we're gonna have another field to harvest. We'll do 1 harvest in that field before we turn it into a production yard. But we'll talk to Walter in a little bit. Our soybeans look so thick compared to theirs. That's exciting. That's extra money for the dryer. Another 200 and what is it, 15,000 about to come in right here? A Samsung. What is that? Oh, slurry spreader. Oh boy. Aren't you tempting? Totals up to 435, but I am kind of, we're kind of browsing here, taking a look at some things. Load number 3 getting sold, 650. All right, let's go get our little 6,000 and get that sold, and then we will take a look at that line of credits. See what we can do. All right, last little bit of income here for June. About to get deposited into our accounts. 44,000 more dollars. We almost hit 700. So let's take a look at the line of credit now. Make a payment, pay in full, 365,604. And we'll go ahead and close that. Now we're sitting at 330. I do want to go to the map now, and we want to grab field number 4. We're going to go and purchase that for $71,000. No discount there, but not really a concern. And taking a look here, fertilizer looks good. Probably will lime all of our fields together at the same time after this harvest. And what can we do for a line of credit right now? If we applied 837,000, we're going to hold off on that because we can do it when we need to. I am going to get stuff prepped for the harvest, get the New Holland all ready, and I'll see you guys in July. We are ready. We are ready to get some canola harvested. We're on field 21. I do want to collect a little bit of data before we get started. So we're going to get close to the field. We're going to hop out, take a look at the field, and we're going to start capturing this stuff. We're going to see, and I want to know the numbers for each field. Precision farming really helped with this on our last playthrough, but we right now are sitting at a 92% yield bonus. That's the important thing that we're seeing here. Potential harvest quantity looks like 31,000 liters. All right, here we go. Harvesting canola for the first time. Get locked in, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, straw not compatible with this crop type. So we'll just start cruising around here. We should have the New Holland heading over here momentarily. says 7 seconds, so I'm not sure. He must have something in the way, but we're gonna keep going on this harvest until we get close to being full. Then we'll get them over here to start unloading us, and then I think I'm gonna do the whole harvest myself in the combine on this one and have auto drive handle unloading the combine. I think that is the plan, but 12% so far, looking pretty solid. We're looking at around 31,000 is the number. So gonna probably start a fancy little spreadsheet so we can keep track to see how we're tracking towards the amount of liters of canola we're gonna need when it comes to year 10, or whenever we get close enough to pulling it off for 1,000,000 liters of oil. Let's get her done. 84% full, a little bit more as we finish the first headland. So we'll get started on the second headland. But I do want to get the New Holland a little closer before we do that. Yeah, they were blocked by... Yeah, that's what happens when I'm lazy. And we're going to continue being lazy. We're just going to grab this and get it out of the way. And then we do need to get this configured correctly now. 21 dryer, and I believe we want this way. Yep, we'll hit course play on that. They reach the dryer, and now we should hit play again. And they're gonna head on over to number 21, which is the field we're at. So we'll be able to just continue on our merry way now. And they'll be over here momentarily to help unload us. And once I see them, I'll make that call. We will probably have to stop for a little bit and wait because I didn't get them completely prepped, but that's all right. Yeah, 92%. We will be stopping here momentarily, but pretty solid. Looking forward to this. 9,000 liters to start with here in the first combine full. A little bit more. I think it might be 9,500. I bet that calculates to a bushel perfectly, whatever this is going to top out at. 9,300. All right. So we are going to... Well, going through our field, guys. You guys didn't see that. We will go ahead and open this because I do want to remember if I can do this. And I need to get the mod that shuts off the lines, guys. Why haven't I added that back to this mod pack? Complete New Holland harvest here. And there they are. We can see them in the background coming our way. Oh, don't. Yeah, we'll avoid the tree. Whew. Get real close to them back up. Get real close to them back up. There is a newer version of Auto Drive 2 that I know just released a couple days ago that we need to upgrade to, but that is looking solid there. Let's get our lines back on. Wanted to add a little dramatic flair there, or realism, by not having the lines for a second. And we are going to be storing this in the dryer for now. And we'll make a decision next episode whether or not we're going to get that production going or if we're going to just dry the canola. All right, that is all done. They're getting out of our way. And we will continue on. I did remember, though, that I didn't give them a way to head back to the dryer. So they're going to get mad once they get full. But we have a little bit of time before that, and I can fix that. So let's go ahead, finish this second headland, start doing the ups and downs, and see if we get to that 31,000 liter mark that we were looking at on this field. I think we're just going to pick one random pass here to start with. I hope we don't regret it. We are 70% full already. But I have a feeling we can get all the way up the field. It'll be close. We could, cut in and have them and call them to unload us, and they should be allowed to drive on the fruit. I guess that does say that. They should be able to drive on the crops. I think they're allowed to. But another 20%. So yeah, it'll be close when we get to the end of this pass here. Yeah, New Holland is struggling uphill, so this might be a short-lived harvester as well. We're definitely going to want something with bigger capacity, a bigger header long-term, and get to the point where we do have multiples like we did during the chicken challenge. So, looking at Still expanding land-wise. I do have a couple ideas of what I'm kind of flirting with in my head. I just need to make a final decision if I want to go that route before I open my mouth about it. But then we're really gonna drive home upgrading the equipment somewhat soon. I think I did that completely wrong. So let's back up a little bit more. We're going to pretend like crop destruction's not on because I do want to play that way. But I did shut it off because of the way mulching was affected by it. I felt was a little strange. And I think that'll be good for them to get over here. There we go. So that puts us about 18,000. It'll be 18,359 liters so far. Pretty solid. See if we can convince them to get out of our way here. Oh, perfect timing. Yeah, I gotta update that. I do not like that they're driving through the crop. I don't enjoy that. We'll get it fixed though, guys. Excited to get this harvest going after I thought I lost this save file once again. Shoddy Smile. Many thanks. All right, well, we got the back side of the field done. Just this little area at the front to finish up. We do have the auger out trying to get them to come our way, but they're a little confused back there. We'll get them over here to unload us. I don't think we'll fill up all the way, so we should be good, but we might. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, let's go ahead and stop here because we do need to figure that out. Oh, I forgot if you switch, it doesn't like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. And oh, no driver's active now? Yeah, we'll get that latest version of auto drive. I'm sure there's a few things that are kind of messed up because of the patch. I'm actually impressed that it's working as good as it is. So this is going to fill it up all the way. We're going to fix the course here. I'll do that on camera because it is just a quick little thing. And get this heading over to the dryer so that it can then unload the remainder because this only holds 30,000. So we'll get that completely full. And like I said, fix the course and keep on keeping on because we got another field to harvest. And it is a simple fix here. What we're going to do is I hit middle mouse so I can pull up my cursor or pull that up. And then, no, we don't want to go that way with it. Maybe it's not as simple as I thought. Let's go ahead and get close to the tag. Like that, and then I will hit record just to get this out a little bit, and then I'm gonna actually fix it a little bit more. We're gonna come over here, right click, drag this out about right there, and sneak around a little bit more so it's a better transition. Left click, middle mouse to roll that a little bit, left click again. Shut off my recording. And I should be able to hit play, and they're going to head to the dryer. All right, let's get these icons all hidden again and finish this harvest. So 1,700, 1,800 already in here and a little bit extra. So we are past 31,000 right now. We're at 31,835. Shutting the header off to go a little bit quicker. Lock into place, turn the header back on, and finish the harvest. Oh, we ended up with 32,070, so I'll get that number down in... What button am I looking for here? There we go. Into my spreadsheet when I get that made. We are going to start getting a little bit closer to this other field so that we can, once the worker's back over here, we'll take control of them and unload it. And then get right onto this other field. But I do want to get a fresh number in the combine before we get started there. And let's see how this goes. Here they go unloading our first canola going in the silo. There's a... good look. It's kind of see the texture. It's moving so fast. What's our frames right now? It's up to 60, so not terrible. But I am gonna, like I said, I'll take control now. Head on back to the combine and getting this dumped, and I'm going to send them directly to the dryer, like so. Hit play. They should be able to find a course, and that means we can get a fresh start here. Once they get back, we'll get them set up. Well, once they tell us they've unloaded, we'll get them set up where they need to be for helping us out on the harvest here. But here we go on this next field. Let's do the same thing. We need the data. So we have another 92% yield bonus. This is saying 47,000. So if everything is accurate, we will be getting about, another 48,000 liters. plus the 32, about 80,000. That's around 920,000 short of what we're gonna need of canola. I mean, I'm just saying, because I think we're gonna need about 1 million canola and about 1 million sunflowers, but we got to do that math too, get those solid numbers. And as we get closer, we'll figure that out. We actually probably pretty soon, once we get one of the productions installed, we'll do the math on that. Now I'm thinking about it right now. I should be able to just start switching this right now. And weight 6 is what we're gonna want. And like so. Okay. All right, let's bust it out. Let's see how we do. I don't think we'll get around the headlands completely, but that's a good thing. Is this something with New Hollands? Like, it's struggling just like the tractor was. And now I'm feeling bad talking bad about the tractor, but I do feel like the transmission was definitely the issue with the tractor when it was struggling, and we will get around this headland. This is a shorter field, but a wider field than the other one, so it does make sense that we're gonna get fully around the headland without filling up. Man. So we will be learning. We got this field done, and field 21. We'll have to get 19, and I'm forgetting the number on the bigger field, the one that's peas right now. We're gonna try our best to get canola planted. Well, are we gonna be able to? Canola needs to be planted in August. So yeah, so next episode, when we're doing that, we start the pea harvest in August. We'll start planting this. Well, no, we won't be doing the soybean field. We'll be flipping that field. We'll be harvesting the peas and getting that one prepped, while these other ones are gonna have to wait. So that's something we're gonna have to think about, the timing of that and how we're gonna get back to canola. So the fields that are soybeans right now, those might be sitting empty until, gosh, and that gives us a whole nother year to wait. Yeah, I'm gonna look at the calendar and see if there's something else we can come up with. I don't think there's anything we can plant besides grass. We're not gonna do that again. To do a quick, well, we could do peas potentially. So that's probably what we'll do next year. We'll do peas in both fields that are soybeans. Well, only one field, because the other one's gonna turn into productions. And then we'll do peas in that field that, over there. And then once we harvest the peas, we'll plant canola again, and that'll give us our information on field 6, and we'll get all of them at that point. And then figure out exactly how many more acres we're gonna need. It's gonna be a lot. All right, getting unloaded. I did have a controller. Well, my headphones died, so we're on keyboard and mouse the rest of the week. So I'm running out of cables, guys. Need to get an order, get an Amazon order going. And our little simple inspector down here is showing us we're just about at 15,000 liters of canola for this field. I am gonna go ahead and close the pipe now. Finishing the headland there. I'll get both of them done. We're gonna go probably 3 rows over, 3 or 4. 1, 2, yeah, we'll go 1 more and start doing ups and downs. We'll open up the field here, but I had them following me so that we could absolutely be empty when we go up the field, but I don't think we're gonna run into a problem where a single pass is gonna fill us up. But if we were at about 70%, it might have. Looking good, looking good. What does time-saving stock check show us right now? Our lettuce is up to 160. And then we have the pea harvest, which that's gonna be a ton of money. And then we have the soybean harvest here and our new field 4 left for the year. It would be nice to get mulching going, just so it's done. And this, so little story time here. This is still set to mulching. And when I did the weeds last episode, I actually remulched the soybean field. So I had to replant that and do all the things there. So that was a pretty big mistake. But heading on over, it shouldn't be too much longer to finish that harvest now that we're doing ups and downs, and probably gonna have to help this thing out a couple times because it's probably gonna run into trees turning around. But even though that field's kind of small, I think we will set it up on two, oh, I thought the harvester was moving, on 2 headlands as well, so that we can avoid those trees if all possible when turning around. So to do that, we get in the field, we're gonna hold down H. It is set to 2 headlands already, so we'll go ahead and just now hit tap H and let them get going. And they are starting, perfect. That means we can get back to our harvest. This is finally a step towards making oil. Loving it. Why would you do that? Why would you just run into me? Oh my goodness. Get over there. What a jerk. Oh, now he's on his side. There we go. And we'll recall that. And I think we recalled it. Yeah, here they come. We do kind of need them to unload us on this pass. It would be nice if they could catch up. There they go. And they're going to do our little dance. Are they going to do it? Nice. All right, time to get head down and get this done. So I believe they're heading in now with their first load. And if that is the case, we're going to have to write down that number. But maybe they're just following us? Are they going to wait till they're completely full? We'll see. No, they are heading back to their spot. It's going to be interesting the route they're taking, if they're going to be able to get back to the dryer. But while I'm talking here, let's write down 29,958. Yeah, that was pretty full. So they'll head back to the dryer, drop that off, but that's why I captured that number, so we can add up what's left in the grain cart when we get done with the harvest. But I think I'm going to see you guys when we're done. And finishing up the harvest here. I don't know if they're going to catch up. They're just kind of slowly coming up to us. And it's probably the weight of the grain in there that's actually causing that, though they're up to speed on that. Now that it went downhill there, let's go ahead and grab this little bit here that we missed. And then I think if I just stop now, close this and open it, should be good to get them to come. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. And unloading. All right, so our first load was 29,958, and the second load is 19,978 for a grand total of $49,936,000 liters. Once they dump that in there, we'll get the total of both of them combined. I'm gonna go grab the header trailer, get this close to the pea field while I wait for them to do that. And let you know, the mulching did get done successfully without us having to help. So 2 headlands was perfect over there. No issues at all. And the last bit of canola going in, and we have a total of 81,000 liters. Not too bad. Next episode, we'll get to the pea harvest and figure out what we're going to do about that production. We might do one of the soybean harvests next episode, but we also got to prep some fields, so we'll see how it goes. I'm Socksway Up. Thanks for hanging out. I will catch you on the next episode.